Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm France Martin, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and today I'm going to show you a shutter card. It's a card that I saw something similar to this just opening on my Stampin' Up cruise, and I just took a picture and tried to figure it out. Well, this is how it goes. Pay attention to the center of the card when I open. See, it's all black, and I open, and look, it's just like a shutter. Is that cool? Well, I tried to do another video and I had pre-cut all my paper, and I said, I'm going to go a little bit bigger. It's going to be easier for my circle. It worked, but then it don't work. See, it don't shut in the center good. So the measurement I'm going to give you, I think it's very important to go with those measurements. Maybe it's another way, but like you can see, I tried different way. It didn't work. So it's a lot of measurement. I'm going to put it on the screen, and then you can visit my blog at FrenchieStamps.com, and I'm going to have all the measurement there. So let's try this again. First thing, for the base of your card, you want a piece of cardstock cut right in half. So you cut it at 5.5. So you get 5.5 by 8.5. Take your scoreboard, and then you're going to score this at 2 1/8 and 6 3/8. I do quite a bit of card folding this way. See, it meet right in the center. So it's a different way to fold your card, and have an A2 card so it's fit in a regular envelope. Now, I just realized that I didn't cut back those pieces here for the shutter because I mixed up. So let's cut that quick. You're going to need 2 pieces at 4 by, excuse me, okay, 4 by 3.5. Let me double check that just to make sure. Okay, my shutter, it is 3.5 by 4. That's correct. So 3.5, you're going to need 2 of that. And 3.5. Okay, now that we got this in the scoreboard, you want to take this and, oops, let me make sure you see. That go on the 4 there, and we're going to score at 1/2 inch. And you need to do both of them. This, make sure it's at 4, and score at 1/2 inch. What I mean, make sure it's at 4. You don't want to score this way when it's at 3.5. You want to make sure the long way it's at 4 there, score at 1/2 inch. So now we get this. Now the center of 3.5, it's 1 3/4. So you're going to take this, mark this at 1 3/4. I don't have it, so it's about right here between the 1/2 and the 2 there. So I put that right there, so I know it's about the center. I can go by my center here, and you want to mark 2 inch. So take this here and mark just a dot. You don't really see it on the black, but it's just a guide to know where to stop to cut. So what you're going to do is take this, go all the way there, and go from your point here and go diagonal. So it's like doing a banner, you know. And I could have taken, you know, my cutter to make sure it was straight, but for me, that's good enough, what I say. Now, for this one, I don't have to remeasure. I just take my pen and mark right there at the center of this here. So I get the other one to cut. This, and then this. Voila. Now reinforce this where you get your score. Okay, now we're ready to do our center, this piece, and that's where I had switched the measurement, and I would say the measurement I'm going to give you should be about the right one. So what you want for your center, the cardstock, you want 3 wide by 5.5. Your DSP, you want 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. 2 3/4. I'm going to switch it on my paper there. So 2 3/4 by 5 1/4, and we're going to put that there. I want this side. I want the writing side. So I'm going to put the glue here, and it's very important to glue those two pieces together before we're going to punch the hole. And the reason why, so then we know they match perfectly fine. Now you're going to take the 2.5 circle punch, and you're going to center that the best that you can. We're going to say this is good enough. Now we're going to take this piece here. We're going to put dimensional in the back. You're going to put 3 on the top and 3 on the bottom to give enough support. And put it right on the top, because we get the shutter that's going to open and close, so you cannot put any other places. So just the top and the bottom. Let's remove those little booger here. We're almost done. And I don't know who did this car at the convention, at the cruise, because I took a picture on the board. I didn't get one personally, but when I saw that, I'm like, ooh, perfect. Okay, now we're going to take this, and if you get a pattern you have to follow, make sure you know you don't want to put it upside down. So pay attention to your design. We're going to put that right on top and try to center it the best that you can. Maybe my paper, I did a little bit longer. Here we go. Perfect. Now, this is where I had problem, because I was trying to glue it from here. I think I find the easy way. Where you get your score here, just on the little flap, put some glue. The snail worked great for that. Put this in all the way past your score. This is your score. Just put it about at your score. Try to center this the best that you can. Your pointy thing there. So if you get this about the center, it's going to work great. Now take your flap, close it, and rub it, and voila, because you already get your score. Now let's do that on the other side. The other side we have to pay a little bit more attention, and I'm going to show you what to do and what not to do. When you put it here, make sure they go all under. You don't have like a flap on top and a flap in the bottom. It's one slide that's easy. So make sure it's all in the bottom. Pass this all the way past your score line. Again, you see. Now, the other place that you have to pay attention, it's on the side here. You want to make sure you don't see your peak there or your peak there. So line this up the best that you can. This seems right. Even if it's not straight all the way there, don't worry about that. Where it's important if that you don't see the peak there on each side. Here we go. Again, take this, close this, rub it. Voila. So then you get your closing and your opening. See how simple it is? And this one, it's not quite lined up. It still give you the shutter though. See? So now you close it all the way. Now for my greeting inside, I got the label something, and I wanted the yellow there, but I don't want all the tag around it. So I took a marker, and let's do this here. And now we're going to take this. This is really not too straight here. It still do the trick though. Put that right here. Oh, upside down. Dang it. Well, somebody going to have a card that's going to say LO upside down. So you have to pay attention to that too. Now we're going to close this. And we're going to take for the top here. I know I got all my stuff. On the top, this part here of DSP, you're going to need 2 strips like this. It's 5 1/4 by 1/7/8. And then for the top of this, it is 5 long by 1 5/8. And you're gonna put that on top. Nothing is gluing straight for me today. Here we go. Let's go sideways. It's going to be much easier. Voila. When you get a long piece, it's a lot easier to go this way than starting from the top. It's because you get more length to play with. So like this. See how much easier it is? Like that. Now I'm going to take this, put the glue in the back, and do the same thing over here on top. You see how I go sideways? It makes life a lot easier. And here. Now, for I did a belly band around the other one. This and this. Voila. Now, I took the paper from the DSP, that's the Modern Melody. So what you're going to do, it's take this, just put it right at about just a little over there. Turn this around, and now you're going to put some glue here. Make sure it is straight, so it's better if I take this off. Now that I know where to score, I can put this straight, reinforce this a bit. And here. Now, and this was 12-inch long, but you can use, like I use the cardstock here at 11-inch long. And then I don't score it. And the reason why I don't score it, it seemed every time I'd score it, it don't fit just right. So I just go around like I show you and just bend it a bit and then reinforce my score. Now what I'm going to do, it's take this, it's a bit too long. Well, here, I'm going to cut this right here. I'm going to do this and this. And now I use the Flower Shop stamp set with the punch. I did this one and then I did another one. I think this one gonna look better. So I'm gonna take this with a dimensional right in the center. Right here. I could have went a little bit tighter. Let me see if I can. Here we go. I'm gonna put it a little bit tighter. Then you can curl this a little bit. This, and then I'm going to put that right there. You know what, though, I could have done? Let me see something. I think I'm going to use both of them. Voila. I like this better. No, I don't like that better. Okay, make up your mind, France. Here we go. Now I'm going to take a jewel. I know I brought them here. Going to take a rhinestone. Put that. Voila. So now you have your card. So now that I'm upside down here, I'm going to try to put another paper and put it in the center there. So again, for all the measurement and everything, visit my blog at FrenchieStamps.com. And like I said, the center here between this one and the other one, this one, it's not all the way. I think that if I would flip this one the other way, it would work better. So make sure that you line up your V together, because this one is perfectly fine. See how straight it is? So that's the only thing I think that would make the difference, to make sure your V are going on the same direction. This is it, my friend. Hope you learned something new. Till next time, happy stamping.